What's up, boys? It is the Duel Factory, and I'm on Bingo HD's channel today, and what I'm going to be showing you is something a little different. I'm going to be showing you Danger Blue Eyes combos. In reality, the deck's name should be Danger Guard Eyes, but for, clickbait sake, we're going to do Danger Blue Eyes. But I'm going to show you a 2-card combo, which a lot of you already know, but some of you don't know the steps of how to go through it. Will be Danger Jackalope and Melody of the Awakening Dragon, and then after we resolve that combo, I'll show you how to extend it if you draw into an extender off your Saryuja like Chaos Dragon Levianeer. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into the combo. It's actually pretty straightforward. The first thing you do is you activate Melody of the Awakening Dragon, discarding the Jackalope, and you're going to search your 2 basic monsters. So in this case, we're going to search Blue Eyes Alternative and Blue Eyes White Dragon. The Jackalope will activate, and you get to summon any level 8 danger out of your deck. I like to summon Ogopogo, because it has the most irrelevant in-hand effect. Next, as you can probably guess, you reveal Blue Eyes in your hand to summon Alternative, and then you have 2 level 8s on the board, and this is where all your combos start. So we go ahead and make any Galaxy Eyes monster, doesn't matter which one you make, and then you make your Dark Matter, and this is where all your combos start. So the Dark Matter's effect will activate, sending from the deck is cost, so they cannot stop that part. And in this case, since we already have the vanilla in hand because of Melody, we'll send Garmedes, let's put them in the center so I can see it. Prometheus, and then you need an additional Dragon Extender so that way you can actually continue comboing, and that is the reason that you play Destrudo. So you'll end up sending those 3, and then what will happen next is you activate the Garmedes effect in the graveyard by discarding a normal, this is also in your graveyard, you discard a normal monster, so in this case Blue Eyes, to add it back to your hand. And the way that it's ruled is Garmedes, when you add it back from graveyard to hand by sending a normal monster, you can activate the effect when it hits, after it resolves, because it did see the Blue Eyes go from hand to graveyard. So you activate this as Chainlink 1, and then the Prometheus in your graveyard activates as Chainlink 2. So you'll summon these 2, and then while this is still on the field, you'll activate the Destroy effect and target this. It's important that you target this, so it becomes level 4, so you can use it for your Guard Dragon plays, because if you target this, it becomes level 6 and you can't do it. So you do that, you pay half your life points, and then from here, you link the Dark Matter in any of these cards, and that allows you to make a generic Link 2 with good arrows, and it's light. Arguably, you can do the Hieratic Seal, but for this case, we're just using Lanfranicus. And then you turn the Garmedes, or Destrudo, doesn't matter at this point, into your LP, and then you turn the Destrudo into the other one that you're missing, which would be Pisty. So now you have 2 arrows pointing at the same exact zone, so activate the effect of the LP, and that will go and get your Red Eyes Darkness Metal from the deck. And then you'll activate your Red Eyes Darkness Metals effects. That will allow you to bring back your Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. And then you will link the Red Med and the Lanfranicus, and you will use that to to summon Triple Burst. Now, no, it has to be Triple Burst because it's a Dragon generic Link 3 that can be made with Lanfranicus, so keep that in mind. At this point, you can kind of go any way you want with the combo. We'll use the Pisty effect here to bring back the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. And then you can use the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon and bring back any, depending on what your hand is. But in this case, we're going to bring back just a free level 8 monster. So in this case, we're going to use Blue Eyes Alternative. And then you're going to put the second Dark Matter on top of the Cypher. And then this Dark Matter will send, at least for sure, you send Heartbrave and your Goliath, and then since we're in this combo string, what we'll end up doing is we'll send White Sun of Legend since we don't have access to it yet, because this will actually come up. So now off the White Stone, you're going to add another copy of Blue Eyes White Dragon, and you'll need that to put another level 8 on board to make another generic 8. So then at this stage, since you're here, you can use the Triple Burst and the Darkness Metal. And you can use that to summon Agripane. And then you can use your Agripane effect, and you can, usually what you do is you summon Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, but also I just kind of want to show this off, or you can summon King Dragoon. Shouts to Gromans for giving me this card. But yeah, whichever one you want at this point. And then you can do one of two things. If you want the extra zone, if you don't have an extender in hand, you can leave the dark matter on board and just make a Saryuja for 3. But since I'm going to show you with the extender, I'm going to go ahead and link these 4 off. It's important that whatever level 8 you bring back off of Red Med, or if you bring back a tuner, you want to keep it on the field because you're going to use it. Into Saryuja, and then at this point you draw 4 blanks, and then you put 3 back. So we'll just put these 3 back for the sake of the video. So you end up with an additional card in hand, and then at this point in the combo, you can activate the Saryuja Skull Dread and special summon any monster out of your hand. In this case, we'll summon Blue Eyes. And then you can make a couple cards here. If you want to, you have a couple options. You can either make the Photon Lord, or if you want to, you can make 38. It doesn't really matter at this point. It just depends on your matchup. But saying since Sky Striker is the most prevalent deck, or Salamangreat, I would probably make the Titanic Galaxy because it just further protects your Goliath from coming out. So that's if you only have those 2 specific cards in your hand, which would be Jackalope Melody. Now, if you drew an extender, and in this case, we'll assume that we drew Chaos Dragon Legionnaire, you can extend the play even further. So at this point, you would summon the Legionnaire by banishing 3 light monsters. So we'll banish the Cypher. We'll banish... We're done with the whites. Actually, we don't have to banish the white stone. I don't think we have to. The Land Furnicus, and then we'll banish the Blue Eyes White Dragon to summon the Legionnaire. And since you banish 3 light monsters, you can activate its other effect, which is Monster Reborn. And then in this case, since your combo will have some sort of danger, like for example Ogopogo, we'll go ahead and summon that, and it's actually important to keep that in mind because it is a dark monster. And then overlay, and then you'll put another line of protection. So in this case, we're just going to put number 22, Zombie-Stein. Now you have another form of protection from Call by the Grave. So that's all you do, and you have an extra card in hand to discard for Zombie-Stein if necessary. And then during the standby phase, your Archbrave Dragon will activate to summon your Goliath, and you can either summon it underneath the Saryuja so it gets the boost, or you can summon it in other monster zone to keep it free. And that is the Danger Blue Eyes combos that I wanted to show you today. Like I said, for 2 cards, you end on this. For an extender, you end with the additional line of protection on the field, and you still have your Goliath. If you like the combo, please let me know in the comment section below. Always don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget, every Monday we have a podcast called X2 Drop. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.